Okay, so then I'm gonna show you how to make an email labeling service. It's pretty much going to get your emails, read them, and then put a label on them. So it's gonna make it easier for you to structure your email list. We're gonna use NIN and Gmail. Okay, we're gonna start with Gmail trigger. Here you need to add your credentials. I'm not gonna show you how to do that right now. Okay, my last email is from Yanis. Then we're gonna need to set up the field. Here we just need the ID because sometimes we kind of lose it. Then we need to add the AI agent. I already have the prompts ready, which I will include in the resources page. Actually, I made some mistake. Here we don't need the simplified, we need the full version. So let's do it again. And actually, I'm gonna pin it. It's gonna make everything easier. The ID is alright. This one we don't need, so I'm gonna just remove it. Now I just need to map all the fields that I need. We're gonna set the response again. Then we need to get all the labels. Get many labels. Okay. Actually, here it needs to split because sometimes you already have the label and you just need to add it, and sometimes you need to create the label. Actually, before I continue, I'm gonna quickly explain what I'm doing here. Because sometimes, as I mentioned, you need to create the label, and sometimes you already have it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna get all the labels, and then using compare data node, we're gonna compare the label that we already have to the one that we get from the AI. And if we don't have it, we're gonna get it at only output A. Then we're gonna create a label, and then we're gonna add the label to our message. Then we need to add the credentials again. And in this case, we just created the label. and we will add the label ID. We can attach the newly created label to the actual message ID, and we could get the message ID from, actually we're gonna get it from here because we mapped it already. Let's check. Yeah, we added label 40, which is newsletter, to this email with the ID 1933 so-and-so. And in case that we already have the label created, we're just going to add it to the email, which is pretty much, we're gonna copy this one, connect it here to different, and then we again need to map it. And we'll need to use, so we're gonna take the output from compare data, and we're gonna map it to this one, because the output that you're gonna get from compare data is, if we get it only in A, this means that the label doesn't exist. If we get it in different branch, it means that it already exists. And as you can see, we have a match. The newsletter that we have from output, which is the ChatGPT, we have it as some name from, we have it here also as get label. I'm just gonna test it again and try it, newsletter. So you can see that this one, we have it, and it's the label ID is 40. Let's compare it again, and pretty much we have a match. Then when we have a match, we're also gonna get the other columns, and we need this one, the label ID. So that's why we map it here. Okay, so as you can see now in the newsletter, and Yanis's email was tagged. I'm just gonna delete the label again. And test it again. So right now what it should happen, it should go from here, and then it should take this path, because I just deleted the label, and it should create a new one and add it right now. Let's check it out. I think it worked. Okay, now we got the newsletter again. And as you can see, the label is added to this exact email again. Okay, let me do it again. And this one, yeah, this time it went through this one, because it checked and the label was already existing, so we just added it. Actually, let me remove it. As you can see, there is nothing. I'm just gonna run it one more time to double check it. Maybe now it's gonna pop up. If you want to work with me on a project, I'm gonna leave my details underneath. Click the link below and schedule a call with me. I'm also gonna leave the whole workflow underneath, including the prompt and everything you can see here.